World, this is meteorologist Tim Root with your KLEK 102.5 forecast. Spotty showers and thunderstorms today and tonight. Partly sunny during the day, mostly cloudy tonight. The high in the low 90s and the low around 75. Looks like about a 40-50% coverage of showers and thunderstorms over the weekend. Partly sunny Saturday and Sunday. And it looks like those temperatures will range from 88 to 93 each afternoon. Jonesboro's community radio station, we're KLEK 102.5 FM.
From Feature Story News in London, I'm Ollie Barrett. Mediators in Sudan say military leaders have agreed a power-sharing arrangement with the opposition alliance. Chinese media is reporting the country won't buy US agricultural goods if the Americans flip-flop on trade talks. Downing Street reportedly tried to restrict Boris Johnson's access to sensitive intelligence information when he was Foreign Secretary. And France is gearing up for this weekend's final of the Women's World Cup, the USA against the Netherlands.
It's 9:01.
Community Conversations is brought to you by Arkansas Early Learning, offering no-cost childcare in Jonesboro and Northeast Arkansas. Applications at arearlylearning.org.
Arkansas Early Learning is a nonprofit organization.
KLEK LP Jonesboro, the voice of Arkansas Minority Advocacy Council. It's now time for Community Conversations, a program focusing on the people working to make the Jonesboro community a better place, while offering viewpoints from all sides of the issues. The views expressed in this program are those of the participants and do not necessarily reflect the views of KLEK 102.5 FM, the voice of Arkansas Minority Advocacy Council, or our underwriters or sponsors.
Good morning, everyone, and happy Friday to you. I hope that you're having a great start to your day. You're tuned in to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. I'm your host, Kawila Jones, and my very special guest today is, well, I'm going to call him Will Glass Jr. and his dad, Will Glass. Thank you all so much for joining me this morning.
Thank you.
All right, so today is another edition of highlighting the young people in our community. I'm going to call him a hometown hero because he is well on his way to making a name for himself in the music world, in the sports world. He's a up-and-coming track star. We'll get all into that. And he's done some other things within the community that we'll definitely get into. But I want to read you a few stats of Little Will. Karate Arkansas champ 3 years in a row in 2 events. 2019 5E East Conference runner-up. 2019 5A Indoor State runner-up. Won 2 awards for the 2018 TAP Youth Awards. Former Minister of Music of the Greater Dimensions Youth Choir. School Spelling Bee champ 3 years in a row. Definitely get into that. Qualified for the Junior Olympics. I'm most excited about talking about that. Let's see. Church organist, Black History Quiz Bowl team captain 3 years in a row. Currently making Christmas CD. Okay. Education is always going to be first as he pursues his professional track career. Wow. And how old are you, young man?
16.
Only 16 and already has an impressive resume. So let's just dive right into this. So let's start with what's the most recent thing that you're involved in right now. I know you just finished a track meet. So and then tell us about that and then the Olympics.
So I just had a regional track meet last weekend and I ended up getting second and I qualified for Junior Olympics, which is going to be held next month.
Okay.
And it's going to be in North Carolina, so I'm really looking forward to that.
All right. I'm sorry. Can we put a pause right quick? Good morning. Good morning. You're on the air. Hello. Kelly K. Yes, ma'am.
This is Francis Scales, and I've called and I put in a request for record.
Okay.
About an hour ago. I haven't heard it yet.
Okay. Well, was it a gospel song or a regular song? I mean, like a R&B song.
Regular song.
Okay, I'll check.
Tonight is the night.
Okay, well, it'll have to play. It'll play after my show. I'll try to get that put in for you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Bye bye. Okay, sorry. All right, let's get back into talking about your track meet and the Olympics. I apologize.
Well, just had the track meet. I qualified for Junior Olympics. Gonna be next month, and I'm hoping to go there and really show out and execute out there.
All right, so let's talk about the training, the practice, the discipline it takes to be in track. Some people think, okay, I can run fast I'm, got the body type, I can do it, but no. Let's get into that.
Track is all about like mental, getting your mind right, just having a great mindset going into it. Most of all, you have to put your mind to it too, because if you want to be good in it, you're gonna have to have a great mindset and a good mentality that you want to go out there every day and get better and improve. So that's something that I really like and I really love, and it's something that I really love doing and I really enjoy.
So do you have to work out in a particular way, as far as getting your muscles really trained and ready for the work that you're going to put into, that you put on your body?
Yes, ma'am. They're very very intense workouts too, just to ensure that I get better, improve every track meet, and just go out there and just execute and just do good.
All right. So do you ever have moments where, after a meet, say even if you won the race, do you ever have moments where you critique yourself, or you feel like I could have done something different, better, my time could have been better? Are you hard on yourself? Always. Because
after this year, I know I weren't pulling the times that I know I could have, and I was always critiquing myself, and I was always asking myself, do I have what it takes to be the best? And I always say yes. I always know that I have what it takes to be the best. So I always critique myself, and I always ask myself, what could I do next time to improve and do what I need to do to get to the next level and to do what I have to do to be the best. And I always push myself in practice and do what I have to do and really practice at my best ability so I can go out there and show out the next time I appear on the track.
All right, so I want to ask Dad, what role do you play in helping him stay disciplined, stay on top of his training, and making sure he just really doing the things he needs to do so that he can be the best?
Just motivate him, I told Mrs. This is an individual thing, just like your spirituality. You know what I'm saying? You have to have a relationship with God on your own. I can't do it for you. And the same thing with this sports thing. I can't do it for you. You have to go out there and, be the best for yourself. I can help critique and video you and show you where you make a mistake at. Along with my sister Valerie Hilson. Yeah, she's one of the best.
Shout out to the Arkansas Sonny Boone.
I'll send her a video and she'll look at it and she said, okay, we need to work on this. We need to work on that. So, yeah.
That's awesome. And it's awesome to have someone that is actually in the field, in the family, that can be there. I'm sure Miss Valerie is she goes into coach mode sometimes, then she's in auntie mode. All right, and so we talked about the Olympics a little bit, and so definitely keep us informed on how all that goes, and I'll be checking it out, stalking your Facebook page, seeing how all of that goes. Okay, so let's get into the 5A East Conference runner-up. What was that about?
That was this year, and that was a conference. The conference is just a qualifier for state.
Okay.
And I ended up getting second at that track meet, and I got second to a very talented person.
Wow.
And one of my best friends, and it was just a very good time. I had a lot of fun that race, and I went out there and executed, if I do say so myself. So.
Okay, that's what's up. You gotta pat yourself on the back. You gotta lift yourself up, because sometimes nobody else will.
Yes.
I want to say good morning to everybody that's watching on our Facebook Live feed. If y'all have any questions or comments, please drop them in the feed. And shout out to everyone that's out there listening wherever you are, in your car, at work, or at home. All right, so Karate Arkansas champ 3 years in a row in 2 events. So tell us a little bit more about that.
That was from when I was, a little bit younger.
Okay.
I started karate when I was 8, okay. So around 3rd grade. And I just started off, and it was just gonna be a hobby, but it ended up turning to be something that I really liked to do at that time. And I was just going to tournaments and just going to competitions. When I ended up winning everything that I did, I'm like, oh, okay, I can really do this. So
okay.
He never lost.
That is amazing. So, Dad, when you saw him getting interested in these different activities, did you push him, or did you say, okay, I'm going to let you find your way?
Did I push you?
Always. To be
I mean,
best.
well, push him in the sense of, you're going to do this, you're going to do that, you're going to do that, or did you if he showed interest, you say, okay, now this is what it takes to be great at it.
Yes, exactly. If he showed interest, I most definitely I stood behind him to push him. Now, some things I didn't. If I felt that he wanted to just be around his friends, so I said, if I know he wasn't serious about it, I just let him go out there and enjoy himself and have fun. But if it's something I think he's good at, this is not playtime.
Okay.
We finna get on this, and so. And that's the time he'll buckle down, and just like tournaments, karate tournaments, he didn't go in talking to nobody.
Wow.
We didn't talk to nobody. he buckled down, and from that point, he wasn't friends with kids because this is serious.
Okay.
And so he went in, and he never lost one fight his whole career.
Like, okay, look, this is competition. I'll like you after, but we finna get on down on this mat. That's what's up. Now, speaking of all of the, your friends and, you're still a teenager. So what has it been like being involved in these different activities and either one, maintaining friendships or maybe having lost some friendship? Like, tell us about what that's like.
First of all, it's all about getting your priorities straight and, doing what you have to do, because getting my priorities straight is like basically just like the most important thing in my life, because I could really maintain a friendship, but at the same time, if I have to do what I have to do, I have to do what I have to do.
So do you have any supportive friends that see what you're trying to do in your life and they say, okay, I'm going to wait my turn and this is more important, especially for you?
Those are literally all of my friends, because they all support me and they know all that I have to do, and I can't even have friends that don't support me if they're not going to, so.
So are you sure you're 16? Most 16-year-olds, they hadn't even reached that mindset yet. They're all about the here and now and versus what I'm doing now, how it's going to benefit me in my future. So do you see yourself continuing track in college? There are wonderful scholarships available.
Of course. I want to get to that next level. I'm going to get to that next level.
That's what's up. All right, so y'all, community of Jonesboro and surrounding areas, be on the lookout for Will Glass Jr., rising track star, and many other things. All right, so it says former Ministry of Music for Greater Dimension Youth Choir, but I know now you still play and sing and all kinds of things. So tell us how many instruments you play and what's one of your favorites.
I play a little bit of everything, to be honest, but my favorite instrument would be it's hard between the organ and the piano. But
they have different sounds. And first of all, tell me how you as a teenager became interested in the organ. Like some kids, some adults even think, oh, that's old school, So how did you become interested in the organ, though?
Starting out on the piano, it became a little bit too easy, just playing with my hands, But when I ended up getting to church and I started seeing people play the organ, I'm like, oh, they have 2 rows of keys, they have foot pedals and stuff. That's more coordination. So, I just want to go ahead and try that out, and I ended up being pretty good at it.
Oh, wow. So do you find yourself just playing around, maybe not necessarily playing a particular song, but just you hear a melody or something hits your spirit, you just play?
I really feel what I'm doing, especially when I play and sing. So
that's amazing. So I did see a video of you singing. Oh God, what was the name of the song? What was the name of the song?
Stand.
Yes, I think so. Okay, you are just so talented.
Thank you.
So when did you realize, okay, I can play and sing?
Oh, that came naturally. When I first started playing and singing, I thought it came natural to everybody, but then my dad told me, he said, you're blessed and not everybody can do that. I'm like, oh, okay, I can do this then.
Because God didn't give me the gift of any of that. But I would cheer you on from the crowd. That's also, Dad, when you see him excelling and picking up these different things, the guitar, the piano, singing, and when drums and everything else that he does, well, how does it make you feel as a parent?
It makes me feel good, it makes me feel good, we've done this together, what I'm saying? He didn't just pick it up. I gave him the instrument. I sit him down and I showed him note for note.
Okay.
We took this thing one step at a time, So, and I just showed him that he could do it, you know. But it's on you to put the work in. I said, I'll show you YouTube. You know, I'll buy you the guitars, I'll buy you the pianos, I'll buy you the drums. So he have a studio at my house. And so he have every instrument and plus recording equipment.
That's amazing.
To make his own songs, whatever.
And most people in the community know you. Like, when I first came to Jonesboro, like in the 90s, I'll leave it that. In the 90s, I saw you were playing the guitar. Right. And do you play other instruments as well?
No, pretty much just drums and guitars.
And so most people know you from doing that. And so do you think people thought it was just natural that your son would follow in your footsteps?
Well, a lot of times we seem to, we want to think that, but a lot of times nowadays kids, they different. So, I prayed for this young man right here. Awesome. I prayed for a son and I could pour into and get a good result. And this is just my prayers coming to. Yeah. Okay.
Do you ever feel like, we hear the term stage mom, moms that are, they're the momzillas of, the girls that are in all these different activities. Do you ever find yourself being that stage dad at times, like, okay, we got this, we got that, let's hustle, let's, like you're driving it, like pushing him more than he's pushing himself?
Yeah.
So with Junior, in those moments, do you have to be like, okay, Dad, look, I hear you, I got this, or just, are there ever moments you're like, okay?
Like, I need my dad to like motivate me, and that really gets me through.
That's awesome.
Every time, because sometimes I have like many doubts, but he always says, you could do this, you could do that. I know you could do it. I'm like, I could do it then. I got it.
Awesome. All right, and then let's talk about, peer pressure. Being your age, believe it or not, we were your age once. And so we know all about the peer pressure. Different time, but same game, How do you get away from, or how do you distract yourself, or how do you, push back against things or people that try to come against you and get you off track?
It's just all about knowing your placement and like just knowing where you want to be. And if you think in the future and you with this wrong crowd, where you're going to be in the future. It's all about where you want to be and where you're going to be if you end up in that same space with the people that come against you.
Okay. And I know you don't live necessarily on the north side of town, but how to say this, crime and influence can come at you anywhere. So from your experience, from your being around town and again other people, how do you keep yourself grounded and constantly defeat the odds of what society said, especially for a young black man? Society already has you in this box to some degree. And so how do you, within yourself, say, okay, I'm not that, I'm not going to be that, I'm better than.
It's just saying, I'm not going to be that, I don't want to be that. Okay. So just staying away from, just the decisions that they make, just staying away from, the decisions that they made. So I just want to stay to myself and, just make the right decisions.
Okay, that's awesome.
He also learned how to speak up for himself and see when at school, they pray together at school. And that's something that's amazing to me. Just like when I go in this room at nighttime to hug him and kiss him good night, and he hugged me, and then he fall down onto his knees and start praying. That do something to me.
You know what? Y'all not gonna make me run my eyeliner and mascara today. I love to see a wonderful father-son relationship. I love to see parents that really nurture and pour into their children. I understand life happens and some people just can't or don't know how, but I love to hear and see that this relationship, how you all have made it what it is.
Yeah. His mother, she supported and she loved him as much as I do. She probably spoiled him more than I do. She loved him like that, but he's mine. He belonged to me, and I appreciate the help that she gave me with him. But he belongs to me. I asked for him, and so I'll take care of him. just like the gift that God gave to me.
That's awesome. Hopefully one day we'll maybe see you all doing some father-son seminars and helping others, develop their relationships or strengthen their relationships. Have you ever considered doing any type of father-son retreat? I don't want to say retreats, but talks, or have you ever done anything like that?
I will.
Not that I know of.
Okay, I'm gonna put that out there in the atmosphere, so y'all pray about that.
Oh, yeah. I didn't think we were that good, but yeah, we most definitely know each other. We do.
And maybe you have a word or two for someone else that may be trying to navigate the whole parenting, thing. So.
Yeah, just spend time with them, get to know them. You know what I'm saying? Protect them. I teach them to respect all grown people, and once you do your part as a kid, don't worry about them. I'm gonna take care of them.
Okay, that's right.
I'm gonna come to them as a man.
That's right. Let daddy handle those bigger battles. Because there are some adults who still, no matter how nice and respectful you are, they are just who they are, and
exactly.
You gotta deuces and walk away from them. All right, so we're gonna get ready to come on a break here soon. We want to say good morning, Dr. Sharice Jones Branch, Angela Artis, Anthony Holmes, Bethany Hill, and everyone else out there that's watching and listening. So if you have any messages, words of encouragement, just some words of love for Little Will Jr. and Will, please drop them in the Facebook Live feed or give us a call, 870-277-1080. But first, we're going to get ready for a quick break. When we come back, we're going to talk about the Quiz Bowl, education, his CD that he's working on, and the TAP Awards, and a few other things that he's done in the community. So please stay tuned. We'll be right back with Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM after these announcements.
You're listening to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. We'll be right back.
Are you a good enough father? I'm Mark Merrill with today's Family Minute. In the movie Courageous, Alex says he doesn't want to be a good enough father. He wants to be more. Do you? Are your kids your priority? Do you attend their recitals or games? How much time do you spend with your children each week? Here's a thought. Calendar your kids. Children spell love T-I-M-E. Pick a time each week for each child. Mark it on your calendar and spend one-on-one time together, even if it's just tossing the ball in the backyard or going for a bike ride. For more ideas on spending time with your kids, join me on my blog. Remember, your family first.
For more resources on today's topic, go to markmerrill.com. Family tips, great insight, and a sneak peek into Mark's life as a husband, father, and leader. The Family Minute with Mark Merrill, helping families love well.
Family Minute is made possible by the Kappa Nu Omega chapter of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, a non-profit organization committed to service to all mankind. Kappa Nu Omega Alpha Kappa Alpha on Facebook and KNOMEGA1908.com.
Family Minute is brought to you by the Gears Foundation, a non-profit organization providing students with assistance in their academic and career pursuits. Gears Foundation on Facebook, Gears_Inc. on Instagram, and the Gears Foundation at gmail.com.
Help keep KLEK on the air. We are seeking 100 donors to give at least $20 per month, but we are happy with any gift, large or small. Come by our studio at 1411 Franklin Street in Jonesboro. Call us at 870-277-1080 or visit our website, klekfm.org, or you can use Cash App, $KLEKFM, or text KLEK1. Send it to 44321.
Check out Melvin Williams of the Williams Brothers every Sunday morning from 5 to 7 a.m. here on KLEK for the Melvin Williams Down Home Gospel Radio Show, playing the very best in quartet and inspirational gospel music that you'll love, as well as feature interviews with all of your favorite gospel artists. It's Melvin Williams Down Home Gospel Radio Show, Sundays from 5 to 7 a.m. on KLEK 102.5 FM.
The Jonesboro Alumni Chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated was established on June 28, 1997 by 13 dynamic women who accepted the challenge of chartering the Jonesboro Alumni Chapter. Today, the chapter continues to impact the Jonesboro community by sponsoring programs such as the Sonia D. Williams Scholarship Breakfast, Community Back to School Bash, Delta Academy, Voter Registration Drive, and Autism Awareness. Our focus correlates with the national theme, Joy in Our Sisterhood, Power in Our Voice, and Service in Our Hearts. Our chapter supports Delta's 5-point programmatic thrust: economic development, educational development, international awareness and involvement, physical and mental health, and political awareness and involvement. More information about the Jonesboro Alumni Chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated is available at www.jonesboroalumnidst.org or via email jonesboroalumni@live.com.
Did you know that KLEK 102.5 FM is a non-profit organization? Did you know that you can donate to KLEK 102.5 FM and your donation is tax deductible? Donations to non-profit organizations such as KLEK can reduce the amount of taxes you may owe the IRS or increase the amount of any potential tax refund. Support your KLEK today. You can donate by calling 870-277-1080, visiting our studio at 1411 Franklin Street in Jonesboro, or on our website www.klekfm.org. We at KLEK 102.5 FM are blessed and grateful for your support.
And now back to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM.
Welcome back to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. My special guest today is Will Glass Jr. and his dad, Will Glass Sr. So I'm so happy to have them here. If you missed the first part of the show, you need to go back and check it out once the show is over. I'll upload it to YouTube, and it will also be on the KLEK 102.5 FM Facebook page. All right, so we're going to get right back into the conversation. So we left off talking about sports and music and peer pressure and all that good stuff. Now we're going to transition into the more academic side. So spelling bee, quiz bowl, just academics at school all the way around, because you've been making some really great grades and winning some awards. And then also we'll get into the CD that you're working on. So let's start with the quiz bowl.
So the quiz bowl started when I was in 7th grade, and I did it my 7th, 8th, and 9th grade year. As a team, certain people were supposed to learn certain sections or some parts of the material, and my job was to learn all of the material. So that's what made me the team captain for those 3 years.
Now before the quiz bowl, did you have an interest in Black history in general?
I always did. I always had a little obsession with it, because I always wanted to know what people went through before my time, and the sacrifices that they had to make, so I would have so I could have the opportunities that I have now.
Okay. And then after going through the quiz bowl for these past several years, do you feel that it has strengthened you as a young Black man, helped to build on your knowledge bank, and help you become, I guess, a little more confident in who you are as a Black man?
It definitely has. It just makes me more aware, just more aware of what happened back in the day, and just knowing that I'm just here, and they just give me more opportunities, and I'm just very thankful for them.
Do you feel that because of the knowledge you have now, and the knowledge of the past, and things that our ancestors and beyond went through, does it make you want to become some type of advocate or community activist to some degree. I always tell young people you're never too young to be a leader in your own way. So with this knowledge, do you feel that you want to now become a leader, an advocate, an activist on, whatever scale?
Since like they made their mark and they leave like their mark on the world, I just I want to be an influence to the people after me, and I just want to leave my mark and like set major standards for the people in the next generations and generations to come.
Okay. I do a little reading every now and then when I'm not reading for school, and I run across articles about people who were in certain fields who made, it wasn't necessarily a political statement, but to some degree, because the time and the nature of the country at the time, it was slightly political. So there are many people that, even in track, there are individuals who made statements. So no matter where you are, keep that in your mind that you can make an impact no matter what you're doing. And don't let anyone tell you that, oh, you just run track, or you just do this, or you just do that. You are a whole human being. And so you are a living, breathing, thinking person, and you have the right to express yourself. So I'm just going to get off my soapbox on that. Because I've seen also video where, certain individuals, especially in the basketball arena, they've made statements and people try to criticize them. Like, oh, you just need to stick to what you're doing. And, well, anyway, that's another story. Moving on. So the next Quiz Bowl will be next year. So do you see yourself being the team captain again?
We haven't did Quiz Bowls since I was in 9th grade, so
Okay.
if we can get another team back together, I will be more than happy to be the team captain again.
All right, so maybe you need to start rallying the troops. Say, okay, let's do this. Let's bring the trophy home.
Yeah, he tried. He couldn't get enough participants.
Okay.
You have to have so many people, and we were so desperate to do it last year. We went over to First Baptist Church.
Okay.
And we wanted to join their team. We actually went in on a practice, and he was showing them what he had, and everybody was happy to have him there, and it's just, but we didn't want any conflict between churches, you know what I'm saying? So, and so, but we loved it. It was, the trophy. We have 3 trophies at the church. And so, First Baptist ended up winning it anyway this year.
Tell us who your church is.
New St. John Missionary Baptist Church, under the leadership of Dr. Lewis, Shannon Lewis.
That's all right. Yes. Shout out to anyone out there that is a member of New St. John and Dr. Lewis. Hopefully he's enjoying his summer break. I want to take a word to Mr. Shamal Carter. He says, hey, my family. Hey.
That's so cuz right there. Yeah, that's cuz.
All right, so maybe you can get some people in the community together and start your own team outside the church. But definitely don't want to see your talents go to waste. You're a great team captain. All right, so let's get into the spelling bee. So tell us all about that. I've seen, videos on TV of people. Look, that's a whole other. I don't think I'll ever be ready for a spelling bee.
When did I do the spelling bee? So I started doing the spelling bee when I was in, I think, 5th or 6th grade, and I won from 5th, 6th, 7th, and I think 8th grade.
Okay. 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th grade. Now tell us what kind of practice it took to get ready for that. I mean, even at the 8th grade level, and even at the 5th and 6th, did y'all have those big, huge, multiple?
Well, there are just words that it's just, what's the word? It's just words that people, just spell wrong, okay. And then, we could just, it's just, you have to get it right. You have to know.
Oh, good. Were there, vocabulary words that people wouldn't normally use on an everyday basis?
Exactly.
Well, they are common used words, I remember, because they were easy words, but at the same time they aren't. I remember one of the words that I won was extraordinary. I remember that, and it was one of the easy words.
Okay. All right, so it gets the higher up you go, the more complex, the words get in definition and in pronunciation. So do you see yourself getting back involved in any type of spelling bee on any level?
I don't think so. I don't even think they had a spelling bee in high school.
Okay, so that ship is sailed. Well, do you see yourself, if the opportunity became available, maybe mentoring other young students that are in spelling bees or any other arena?
It would be cool to help like younger kids, practice and just help them, just prepare for that.
Okay. And did you ever, I don't know if you're old enough, but did you ever watch the shows Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader and Spelling Bee and all that different stuff?
Yes, ma'am.
So did you find yourself able to go along with the game and maybe win, like at home, of course?
Yes, ma'am. But they were like, I was like, at first, when they started asking those questions, I'm like, fifth graders know those questions?
Yeah, our school system probably need to step the game.
Exactly. I'm like fifth grade. Yeah.
Oh goodness. All right. So let's talk about the TAP Awards, and then you also participated in another awards. It was like the youth. Help me out, Will. Junior.
Colors for a Cause?
Yes, Colors for a Cause. So tell us about both of those different awards programs and what you won, how you participated.
So in 2016, it was a Color for a Cause award ceremony, and I got selected to receive an award. I think it was for Ministry of Music.
Okay.
I think.
No, yeah, it probably was in that one. Yeah.
And I ended up performing a couple songs there, and it was just a lot of fun.
You and Michaela.
Me and Michaela Swinney.
Yeah.
Then
MK.
And then in 2018, it was a TAP Awards, Youth TAP Awards, and
Terrell Jenkins,
and
Mr. Jenkins.
And I ended up winning 2 awards. I forget what
in one night.
In one night. So I forget what I got them for, but
you performed that night too.
I performed that night too.
Wow.
And that was fun too, because most of my friends were there, and it was just a lot of fun.
So how does it feel? You see award shows on TV, everybody's dressed up, having a great time, it's all adults, but now it's the youth time to shine, and so you're dressed up and you're in the room full of other excellent people, and how does it feel?
It feels very nice because especially when your friends are with you too,
Okay.
it just makes it so much better, especially when they're nominated for awards too.
Oh, wow.
So I'm like, we're both cheering each other on. I'm like, we're gonna get these awards.
That's amazing. And you're getting an award for something that's positive and that you can carry with you the rest of your life. You can put on your resume that you got this award for this thing, and I bet you have a very impressive resume even at your age now. Have you started working? Have you started like really working on a resume, like
yes,
putting together achievements and things?
Yes, we have. It's a lot of stuff. It's quite a bit. It's quite a bit. We have a paper that we have started on as far as like from day one all the way. I show him. I said, this is the stuff that you have accomplished in your life. This is the stuff that I have helped push you through, that we have helped push you through, you know what I'm saying?
That's amazing.
And I said, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it, and look what you've done. He's also the youth chaplain over the Junior Masons.
Wow.
Yes.
That's amazing. And so I'm sure you stay pretty busy with all your other activities. And so do you keep that in mind? I know we talked earlier about peer pressure and, not getting caught up in society and the distractions that it brings, and not getting caught up in the labels, the negative labels. Do you keep all of that in the forefront of your mind? Okay, I've accomplished this, and this is what I want to accomplish. Like, you still have a long life ahead of you, God willing. And so you keep that in mind that, okay, like, I need to stay focused, like laser focused.
It's just, as I said, just keeping your priorities straight and just doing what you have to do. Peer pressure is not really an important thing. It's just you make it important. So I just keep that mentality that I'm gonna do what I have to do. So either way it goes. So.
Okay, and I know you're not quite finished with school yet, but have you started thinking about maybe what college your future plans, like, and then maybe what you want to study, and have you kind of looked at your life maybe another 10 years down the road?
When I have so many colleges that I want to go to, but I'm just gonna pray on it and just see what college I am gonna go to. So. And I've been looking at a lot of majors, and I'm really liking business and production, so I might just go into that.
All right, look, get those degrees, get that experience, get that knowledge, get it all as much as you can. I try to encourage any young person that I meet to go for your goals. I mean, you might have some hiccups. Life has a way of throwing stuff at you, but it's about how you navigate it, how you bounce back. Once you hit those roadblocks.
Hurdles.
So speaking of hurdles, do you jump hurdles too?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, well tell us about that.
Hurdles is it's tough. It's tough because not many people do it. It's not an easy task, because hurdling is an art. That's what my cousin tells me, and she's one of the best, Christina Clemens. Okay. Christina Manning, but she's one of the best, and she tells me that it's just an art. There's so much that comes with it, and you have to be twice as prepared to do it than the sprinter, because the sprinter is fast, but the hurdler has to be very stretched and very prepared to go over those barriers and just go out there.
And is there a particular form that the judges are looking for? I know. Well, from what I can see, your leg goes in a certain, direction. So, are the judges looking for something, or whoever's on the referee? I'm sorry, what are they called?
Well, officials, but
okay,
they don't really judge hurdles. If you knock them over, you knock them over. But there's no disqualification except for if you false start or if you
push a hurdle down.
If you push a hurdle down with your hands, you get disqualified.
So that would be me, what, not today.
He's been blessed enough, Quabila, to have people in his life that could push him in the right direction. Like Christina, she's the fastest in the world.
Okay.
In hurdles right now.
Wow.
So he have a good relationship with her and a lot of other people. I mean, Grant Holloway, a lot of other people that's the fastest in the world, that he's been blessed enough to be able to get in touch with these people.
That's amazing. I hope that you continue having those lasting relationships with those individuals, and I hope you meet many more people along the way that are in track and field, and that also in other areas of your life that you are trying to get into and tap into, and having those networks are totally beneficial. And you'll realize that more and more as you get older, because one day you're going to move away from that, and you're going to need someone else that you can call on for support, for motivation, or whatever the case may be. We have a message from Miss Michaela. She checked in. She says, "Hey, my people, superstar,
hey,
insider."
All right, Michaela, MK.
Hey, baby girl. All right. So, with the different awards, I know people don't necessarily do stuff just for awards, but they are nice to win. But so do you see yourself doing more of whatever it took to win those awards? Do you see yourself doing more community engagement and more in whatever area of your life?
Just progressing. I really do want to do more and more, because I'm never satisfied with where I am right now. I always want to improve and progress and get to the next level. I always want to better myself in every aspect, and I just want to just improve.
All right.
Improve.
I want to go back to something you mentioned, Dad, how the community and family have really supported and pushed him. So tell us about, I know his grandmama's still around and other family members. So tell us, what does that mean for you, for other people to see the greatness in him and also stand behind him?
It means a lot. I mean, for them to motivate him, push him the way they do, he light up, and plus we need your money, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I was messing with you, but yeah, it do
cost to go to things.
It make him feel good when his grandma fix him the chicken and rice dish and stuff like that. And even he got 2 great grandmothers, what I'm saying? So they all love him. And then you have a pastor that stands behind him and push him, and so he's blessed.
That's amazing.
Very.
I want to say good morning to Brenda Taylor, who says good morning. Thank you for checking in.
Hey, Brenda.
All right, and so, now let's get into, we're going to tap into a little bit about the CD, but we're going to hit a break here in about 2 minutes. So tell us about, now you decided to record.
So my dad introduced, just getting out there and, getting a CD and just start recording. So, it was about 2 years ago, but we ended up, just sitting on it and, just thinking about it just because, sports got in the way, but now we are starting to record and, we're going to get a CD out around Thanksgiving or Thanksgiving Day. So we're going to have more information about that as the day comes. So.
Definitely, we were going to have to get a copy for KLEK and pop it onto our playlist here. And so, are you writing original pieces or are you remaking some classics?
Yes, I am making a song for myself. Can I say the name of it?
No, we don't want to reveal. No, we got to keep them in wait. Keep people in suspense.
That's different. That's different from the Christmas CD. The Christmas CD is this is a separate project.
What?
This is a song that's completely original single that he's putting out.
Okay, yeah, you got to keep that on the wraps, baby. But definitely, once it hits, let us know. We might have to have you come back and perform a little bit.
For sure.
And then, so with the Christmas CD, tell us the type of songs that are going to be on that.
It's gonna be some Christmas songs. We have a lot of people, contributing to the project. I have some friends from school that's gonna be able to, sing and feature on to the CD. My dad has some friends to, produce it and, just to get it out there. And I feel like it's gonna turn out really good.
That's awesome. So, will there be any original Christmas songs on this CD?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
It might be a few.
A few, yeah. But some of the classics kind of mixed in.
Yes.
Okay. I want to hear your. Have you ever introduced him to "This Christmas" by Donny Hathaway?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I forgot who your dad is. Has he turned you on to all the classics? Not just Christmas, but like all the classics.
We're taking it all the way around. We even pulling Chris Brown out the box.
Oh my God. All right. Before we go to break, I want to give a shout out to Mylan Carter and AJ Daniels. AJ says New St. John Youth Department is well represented by Little Will, and Mylan says that's what's up. Will, glad, super excited.
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you everybody. But don't go anywhere. We're going to take another quick break. When we come back, we'll wrap up our discussion. Sure. You tuned in to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM.
You're listening to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. We'll be right back.
We're back with Money Matters. I'm Alfred Edmond Jr. Home ownership is a major factor in the capacity to build lasting wealth, but there will be times in your life when renting just makes sense. Before moving into your apartment, make sure you always keep at least 1 month's rent in your savings account, separate and apart from the minimum of 6 months of living expenses you keep in emergency savings. This gives you a cushion in the event you lose part or all of your income for a short period. And remember, your security deposit does not count. You cannot ask your landlord to use it toward your rent, as it's collateral for the apartment itself. It will only be returned, minus the cost of repairing damage beyond normal wear and tear, after your rental term is up, the unit has been inspected, and you have moved out. I'm Alfred Edmond Jr. for Money Matters, a product of American Urban Radio Networks.
Money Matters is made possible by the Jonesboro Alumni Chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, a nonprofit organization focused on joy in our sisterhood, power in our voice, and service in our hearts. www.jonesboroalumnidst.org.
Money Matters is brought to you by Bancorp South, offering checking, savings, loans, credit cards, and wealth management. 5 locations in Jonesboro to serve you. www.bancorpsouth.com or 870-972-9800.
Money Matters is brought to you by the Gears Foundation, a nonprofit organization providing students with assistance in their academic and career pursuits. Gears Foundation on Facebook, Gears_Inc. on Instagram, and the Gears Foundation at gmail.com.
KLEK thanks CJ Pepper and the staff of Life Strategies Counseling Incorporated for helping people through hard times in life such as depression, family issues, stress, abuse, and more. They offer counseling and therapy for all ages, individuals, families, and groups. They are located at 1217 Stone Street. Phone number 1-866-972-1268 or online at lscihelp.com.
House of Details, located at 3915 East Highland in Jonesboro, is a proud supporter of KLEK, offering detailing on any type of vehicle, basic wash, hand wash, shampoo, interior cleaning, waxing, buffering, headlight restoration, pickup, delivery, and more, with a motto of anything mean we can clean. Details at 870-273-5187. House of Details on Facebook and at klekfm.org.
The Office of Diversity and Community Engagement at Arkansas State University, under the leadership of Dr. Maurice Gibson, is a proud supporter of KLEK and is dedicated to finding innovative ways to advance their mission of creating a diverse and inclusive environment, conducive to educating, enhancing, and enriching lives, uplifting various and diverse groups on the A-State campus, and striving to maintain Arkansas State University a place that is inclusive to all individuals, regardless of origin, color, religion, socioeconomic status, or sexual orientation. More information about the Arkansas State University Office of Diversity and Community Engagement is available at www.astate.edu/diversity and 870-972-3081.
The McDaniel Law Firm, 400 South Main Street in Jonesboro, is a firm believer in justice and equality for the minority community. The McDaniel Law Firm has fought for our rights for over 44 years. The McDaniel Law Firm offers legal help for wrongful death as well as trucking and automobile accidents. Bobby and Brett McDaniel are available for a free consultation at 870-336-4747 or at www.mcdaniellawyers.com.
The Mu Omicron Lambda chapter of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated was established on January 1st, 1977, originally serving Blytheville, Arkansas, and now serving Jonesboro, Blytheville, Osceola, Marion, and West Memphis, Arkansas. Today, the chapter continues to make an impact by focusing on Alpha's national community outreach initiatives such as My Brother's Keeper, A Voteless People is a Hopeless People, Go to High School, Go to College, Project Alpha, Boy Scouts, and the March of Dimes. The Mu Omicron Lambda chapter of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated is committed to Alpha's mission of developing leaders, promoting brotherhood and academic excellence, while providing service and advocacy to the community. More information about the Mu Omicron Lambda chapter of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated is available at MOL Alphas on Facebook or via email at molalphas@gmail.com.
And now back to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM.
All right, welcome back to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. I've been your host for today, Quabila Jones, and my special guest is Will Glass Jr. and his dad, Will Glass. I can't thank you all enough for joining me today, and thank you for everyone out there that's been listening and watching and sharing some encouraging words. I want to say good morning to Dr. Shannon Lewis. We talked him up. He says, watching from Camden, and good morning, Mr. Trey Parks. All right, so we're going to wrap up our discussion, and let's just talk about, whatever. So you're a track star? You no, you are a track star.
Speak it. Yes, Lord.
And You've done karate. You play music, play multiple instruments in the church. You sing. You're getting ready to produce a CD. Okay, what is next?
Just whatever's next.
Whatever. I like that. So whatever is next. You are engaged in your community. You've done the quiz bowl. You've done the spelling bee. Let's talk about these grades in school. We didn't get to that yet. So tell us what kind of grades you're rocking in school.
I'm keeping a very good average at school. I think 3.75. I think that's what my GPA is.
Go ahead.
It's just all about keeping your priorities straight, just my dad always tells me, always get your work turned in, because falling behind is never where you want to be, always be ahead so you never have to catch up. So that's always what he tells me, and it's very helpful because it really helps, especially since freshman year. So
maybe your dad would write a book, all the dad-isms, the dad advice. Stay ahead so you never have to catch up. I like that one. Put that on a t-shirt. All right. All right. So what's some other advice that you give him? Because you lived your life, you lived a life, and you've seen a lot of different things happen in society. So what type of advice do you try to give him?
Well, that's exactly why I can tell him what I tell him, because I've seen a lot, and I know I prove it to him. I say, okay, now don't do your homework, and now we'll see what happens. Now you trying to catch up, okay? So now we went from A to a B. I said, now do your homework ahead of time. Ask for bonus points and this and that. Now, how do you feel? Now you have A's. Now, how did it feel to you? Yes, you see a smile on your face. Okay. So.
And let me tell you, keep that up, because when you get to college, it only gets harder.
Yeah.
And then what other types of advice you give him for other aspects of life?
Education is always first, no matter what. Even when you pursue your professional career, I don't care. I want you getting. My goal is to get some degrees. Okay. That's my goal. And because even if you're running, I use an example: a horse with a broke leg. You remember what they used to do to a horse back in the day? When he break his leg, they'll put him down. And if you can't perform, you're no good to nobody. So always have education to fall back on.
All right. And so I know you talked about business and then producing. So tell us maybe what do you see yourself going in those different arenas?
I always, just really like business and production, like just producing. I know there's a lot of money in that, so I just want to go into that field.
All right, we've got 2.5 minutes left. All right, so in these last minutes, any final words of encouragement to anyone out there that's listening? Look, we can learn from you young people, so don't be afraid to shoot us some advice.
The most important thing to me is just keep your priorities straight, because at the end of the day, if you keep your priorities straight, you're gonna be all right in the long run. So
and keep who first?
Keep God first, for sure.
All right. So everyone, stay on the lookout for Little Will Jr. Projects coming this year, and check him out. His dad posts a lot of videos, Will Glass, on Facebook of his track meets and different things. So send him some love, send him some shout outs, and help support what he's doing. Don't forget, Junior Olympics coming up. So
we're gonna need some money.
So when do you leave?
We fly out on the 30th, on the 29th, and we come back on the 2nd.
All right, so help support financially this endeavor. He is representing the community of Jonesboro, Cricket County. So please, let's back this baby. All right, any final words in our last minute, Daddy Will?
We're going down to get this All-American.
It's All-American.
That's amazing. All right. I can't thank you all enough for joining me. Thank you to everyone out there in the community that supports KLEK 102.5 FM. We are your community radio station. We are trying to be a voice in the community, your information hub. So, and if you know anyone who would make a great guest on my show, send them my way. All right. This has been your Friday edition of Community Conversations. Hope everyone has a great and blessed day. Try to stay cool and stay hydrated, and we'll see you on Monday.